Yo, welcome back to another episode of Jab and Slip.
We are back.
Yes, I'm back from the vacay, you know what I'm saying?
I got a nice tan. Look at it, man.
I got a real tan.
Holy smoke.
The bullshit tan that I got.
Trust me, I wish I could tan like that, bro. That's what I'm
I wish I didn't have, bro. I could sunburn, bro. Like
I like it. Hey, I'm jealous, bro. I'm jealous.
I wish I couldn't sunburn.
Welcome back, though, man. How you feeling?
Respect, yo. I feel good to
Feeling
be
rejuvenated,
back.
eh?
Yeah, bro.
You needed that. You needed that.
Yeah, it was definitely a life-changing experience, and I would recommend traveling to anyone. Maybe do it for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I feel like eventually you're like, yo, I want to get back to my routine.
For those who didn't know, where did you go?
I went to Turkey. I went to a couple spots in Turkey.
Okay.
I went to Antalya, Ankara, Istanbul.
I only heard of Istanbul, bro.
Istanbul.
Is that the capital?
Istanbul. No, Istanbul's like Toronto, like the biggest
Oh, okay,
city.
that's why.
Ankara's like Ottawa. Ankara's like Ottawa.
I wasn't sure. Okay, okay.
Like Toronto's the biggest city.
Yeah. Okay.
Got you. That's dope.
Lot of culture there, a lot of history. You know, a lot of people there. They're more united in the culture. You know, everyone's one culture mostly.
I like that.
It's not a melting pot over here.
Exactly. So there are advantages and disadvantages to that. You know, with melting pots, it's like you get to see a lot of different cultures. You get to experience a lot of different things. But not everyone is on the same page. You know what I'm saying? So it's like stuff like traditional gestures or like referring to like someone that's older than you. You have like certain words that you use.
I see.
You know, like there's just respect. There's a lot of
respect.
But at the same time, when you have a strong culture, you're also like stuck in a mind frame. You know, whereas here we're open minded. You know,
Yes. And even that can be a bad thing too, right?
Being too open minded, allowing everything. You know what I'm saying?
There has to be a balance.
You don't have a source of one, right? That's why they always tell you. They say you got.
It's definitely good to have an open mind, though. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, for sure. Like it is good to. I do appreciate like strong cultures, but sometimes they have like their expectations.
You know what I don't like about it? It
teaches
you. It doesn't teach you how to think, do things for yourself. Think for yourself. You know what I mean?
You think within the box.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you think outside of it, it's like
it's like a way of control.
Yeah.
Like we're blessed in Canada because you get to you have the opportunity to like pursue your passion here and actually make money off it. Yeah, whereas there, like your best bet to survive is get a good education, get a good job, get a secure position.
There's a lot of immigrants in Canada, right? So countries a land of opportunity. So
it's interesting that
you can never hate on Canada, but we want to live in one of the best countries in the world, bro.
Yeah, blessed to that. It's interesting that I guess lifestyle or that path still exists and is still relevant in certain places in the world where you just go to school, get education, get a good job, and you can survive. Like you can still survive. Over here, you can get as much education as you want. There's still a motherfucker that has no education, that has the position that you're looking for.
Yeah.
Just because they worked their ass off and networked with the right people and connected through social media or the case may be and made it there. You know what I mean? So it's interesting that still kind of exists. You know?
And they have a lot of honor with family, right? So a lot of times what you're doing is you're working for honor to like your position defines your status. So it actually doesn't matter how much money you have. It's like what occupation are you doing? So it's know how here it's like if you're a garbage man, you make bare money. You might make more money than a lawyer. But over there it's like as soon as you tell them as soon as you tell them your position, they put you in a box.
You know what I mean?
I would tell them I'm a DJ and I could just see the look of like disappointment and shame. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, oh, like that's a hobby and stuff. And I would like get like low key cheese, you know? Motivated.
They should want you to pursue your dreams.
Well, we're glad you back. We're glad you back.
I'm glad to be back. Y'all held it down. Thank you guys for holding it down. I was editing y'all clips. I was like, yo, these are good episodes.
Round of applause to that. Shout out to Ronnie.
You guys held it down.
100%. We did our thing. We back though.
That was dope.
And we're still like settling into the show. We're gonna have like a different set, maybe different equipment and stuff. So we appreciate y'all for being on the journey.
Trust the process.
The growth is still there, and I told you guys from the beginning. You know, it's all about just being consistent, just doing the work, and everything else will kind of just follow and flow. You know what I mean? So as long as we all get together all the time and we doing what we do, everything's gonna come together regardless. You know,
facts, yo. What I wanted to start the conversation on today is UFC 281. Woo! Israel Adesanya, former champion.
Big fight.
That was very big.
Pretty much got TKO'd by Alex Pereira that's his third loss to him. When you guys watch this from like a boxing perspective, like do you guys see it differently than like maybe like an MMA fan? Like how do y'all feel about the fight?
I
just felt like
no, go ahead. No, you go ahead, man.
From what I've seen, I feel like Israel was dominating the fight, but that's the beautiful thing about combat sports, bro. All it takes is that one punch, and clearly, as you see in the last round, Pereira caught Israel on the fence there, right? So yeah, man. Aside from that, Israel was fighting very smart, in my opinion. He looked pretty small though.
Yeah, Pereira
was bigger than him.
Pereira had some mass on him,
He had the
man.
height.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
And as you're saying, as CJ was saying earlier, like, Israel had to fight the perfect fight, and obviously he let Pereira get too close to him, and then Pereira has some power on him, bro. He got him 2 times in the chin, bro. He rocked him.
The referee definitely stopped.
Israel had the opportunity to knock Pereira out. At the
end of the first round,
Pereira got saved by the bell, man.
He rocked him. He rocked him. I seen his legs crumble. But back to your point about when boxers watch UFC fights, we don't. For me, I don't see it. I see it differently. But what I like about UFC, I watch for positioning. Because I don't understand the nuances of throwing a kick after a punch or being a little more squared or going to the ground. I watch for their positioning. I watch when does it work best.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I find strikers, and I can be wrong, so you guys let me know in the comment section. I find strikers in UFC are better, obviously, in the center of the octagon, as opposed to being up against the cage.
Defense.
And that was the problem with the fight yesterday. Pereira was catching him. He was basically backed up against the fence the entire time. You don't have the spacing, right? You don't have the spacing. You don't have the positioning for that. Now, some guys are elusive enough to move out of the way and make something happen. But when you just stand there and you're just gonna watch someone strike you, eventually you're gonna get clipped with something, So that's what I like to watch for.
The cage adds a lot. Like it can be an advantage or a disadvantage. Like sometimes people use the cage to like get up. Like maybe they're being grappled and then they lean against the cage and use that to get
a prop, like some leverage, right?
That's a skill. That's a skill
in itself. That's why as much as I don't watch it heavily, but when I do, I appreciate it because there's so many different elements. And you gotta respect that shit. You gotta respect the fact that man takes you down. The man takes you down. You know how to wrap your legs around that man's neck and just choke a man out. Yo, I gotta respect that.
Be careful with the hands on the mics, boys. You know what I'm saying? Let me just get this here.
Is my here?
Yeah, even there. I think it messes with the thing a little bit.
Okay.
See, that's why we're glad to have you back.
That's George, man. Making those.
We didn't rap. We're like,
we're on our rapper Scarborough shit, man.
Yo, okay. So overall, I'm gonna switch topics.
All right.
Floyd versus Deji. That was a joke, bro.
I'm tired of this, man. I'm fucking tired.
Why are y'all so mad about it, bro?
I'm tired of this, man.
Let Floyd make money, man.
It's destroying it. He made enough money, bro. How much is enough?
Let Floyd make money.
How much is enough, bro?
Listen,
what else does this guy need?
How many world champs he beat?
23 world champions, bro.
23 world champs. He's retired.
I understand, bro. I can't knock that,
everybody wants to see him fight. Let him fight these little YouTubers. Let him make his money. Let him win, bro. Just let him win. Y'all need to just let it happen.
Boy, he needs to sit back and relax himself.
No, I think it's making a mockery of like the audience, bro. It's like, you know, like how people pay good money to like see this like really a spectacle, a good show. Yes. And then these guys are like joking around, dancing,
dropping his hands, he's smiling, he's having a good time. I like it, but like
we shouldn't.
I want to see a fight, you know. I want to see the competitive nature of boxing. That's what boxing's all about.
Right.
So they want to laugh.
It's a different audience.
Oh, that's so weird, bro. I'm not accustomed to that. They want to laugh watching a boxing fight. I want to see some damn blood, bro.
You want to see a war. You want to see people overcome adversity. You want to see, you know, like recovery. Like it.
Right. Muhammad Ali will be rolling in his grave, bro.
No, I just feel like as with everything else.
You imagine that, bro?
As with everything else,
for everything he fought for.
Things change, and the
everything he fought.
Everything he fought for, Muhammad Ali's like, yes, Ronny. Fuck that.
Bro, did you see Muhammad Ali in his end stages, bro? Like, think about it seriously, bro. All the punishment that guy took.
It was bad.
You sacrificed your life being a boxer.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you really like telling yourself and like your family in a sense, like, yo, like,
you know what I think?
It's like gladiator.
You know what I think? Half of these guys need to go to the WWE. That's what I think.
Hey, Triple H, you're hiring. It's Triple H.
Stone Cold, Steve Austin. Go play that shit over there.
It's Triple H running it now, so I mean, we gotta talk.
Shout out Stone Cold, Steve Austin. That was a bad motherfucker, though. That was my guy. Texas rattlesnake.
But like WWE, it's like the world of boxing has opened up, and now it's a different category. We have YouTube.
That's
boxing.
what I like about it.
We have celebrity
bringing more
boxing
attention
now.
to the,
and
the sport.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's bringing attention to the sport. It's just a different attention. It's a different set of eyes.
I don't like the type of attention, but
before boxing was just for guys, because right now UFC is like that.
Yeah.
UFC is just for, or MMA or K1.
Yeah.
It's just for those guys in that lane watching for those fights.
Yeah, it's like a niche.
It's a niche.
Yeah. Okay, fair.
So what they brought in a different niche, a younger, I don't know, hipper or a more relaxed generation that might not understand the nuances and the dangers of boxing, but they all know Floyd Mayweather. And they all know their favorite YouTube star. They're like, wait, my favorite YouTube star is fighting Floyd?
You know what I'm seeing now? It's kind of like how early on in music, like to do music, you had to be a certain type of person. You had to go to certain type of studios that required a lot of money. You had to play an instrument. There's a specialization there. Whereas now anyone can make music easily. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we're seeing that transition with boxing, but it's going to lower the quality ultimately, but it's also going to bring
that's a good point.
New acts. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That's a good point.
Because
now it's about
things are always changing over time. Like with hip hop, music, sports. You see with basketball how the game has evolved, you know what I mean? We have
NBA soft.
We have centers dribbling like they're point guards, you know what I mean? Shooting threes.
I'm gonna say, look at the NBA soft now. You can't even go up.
It's soft, but it's more. It's
soft,
more technical, technically advanced.
I think what's soft about basketball is like the actual NBA and like the way they position themselves like politically, because they have so much money now.
Oh yeah,
like they're a lot more like politically correct because they have these big investors. You know,
they have to come correct. Look what's going on with Kyrie, right?
Oh man,
man.
Like
that's crazy.
This video is gonna take it.
We'll save that for another day.
We'll save that for another day.
You can find that on Rumble.
But it's true. Like the landscape of everything is changing.
What the hell?
And the landscape of everything is changing, and it's very interesting to see the split between people who love it for what it used to be.
Yeah, I can't.
People that hate it for what it is now.
100%. It's all perspective, man. You know, because I can't hate as well because you know, as a coach, we have my fighters class and my box fit class. You know what I mean? A lot of old school like coaches, they hate on me because I do the box fit classes.
That's okay.
But,
that's not real boxing.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess I'm kind of I'm being a hypocrite right now.
But you're doing the right thing.
Because it's funny because those same coaches.
At the end of the day, I want to transform people's lives. That's why I do it. You know, I enjoy it. You know, people coming in, they're happy, they're looking forward to boxing. So
and don't worry about
that's why I can't completely hate on what's going on in the boxing world right now in terms of celebrity fights and stuff like that. It's a different perspective, you know.
Perspective, and it's a more fun nuance to the entire genre itself, right? And back to your point about those coaches, don't worry about those coaches because those are the same coaches that wanna have, you know,
they want
100 people in their class to do box exercise because guess what? That pays the bills. At the end of the day, that pays the bills.
Not everyone is meant to be a fighter.
Right?
Even if you're good at boxing,
training.
Even if you're good at boxing, I feel like it's a personality thing. It's not like it's athletic thing. It's like a mentality thing. You know, like Mike Tyson, I think he said like it's like almost like smart people need to be boxing, not just like someone who's athletic and can punch, but like you have to be like intelligent or like
you gotta be like tactical, you gotta be strategic in there. You gotta have a game plan, right? When you're in there, you gotta be very analytical. You're looking for patterns, you know what I mean? It's a chess game.
It is literally chess.
And you gotta have that killer instinct. Like you have to have that. I was telling one of my young fighters when I first started training him, shout out to my boy Braden.
Okay, shout out Braden, man.
I was telling him in the beginning, I was like the second session I ever had with him, and I looked at him, I said, you know, one day you're gonna have to like go in there and actually understand that you might have to hurt somebody. And he just looked at me, and I'm like, I know you don't understand what I'm saying right now, but I'm just planting a seed.
Hey,
you know
LFG,
Mike, come show your face, man.
Show your face, Mike.
Hey, you're an animal.
You're a bunch of fucking stuff.
You're an animal.
That's crazy.
But yeah, you know, you gotta have that clear instinct. You have to go in there and be like, okay, I'm gonna actually have to hurt somebody. So that's what you need.
You can't have that like quitting mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's the biggest thing with fighting. It's like overcoming adversity. Not like can you throw a punch? Can you memorize these combos? Right. It's like if you get punched in the head,
can you take it?
Your head hurts. Your legs hurt. Your arms hurt. You know what I'm saying? Now this guy's trying to take your head off. Yeah.
You always know somebody's meant to be a fighter after their first sparring session.
For real.
It's either you're never seeing them again, or you're seeing them the next morning.
Or they get their first like real like, and their head goes
like.
I remember when
they get a moment to just
this one guy was training.
Reflect.
This one guy was training. It was the first time I ever. This is how you know he's a fighter. He got hit so hard. He rocked back and goes, "Whoa!" He goes, "That was cool." I looked at him like, "Okay, you're good. Okay,
that's what we want."
You know, so that's how you know for sure.
Speaking of, did you guys see that that little teaser with Andrew Tate and Jake Paul?
Yeah. I hope it happens, bro. I think everyone will tune in.
Who got that?
I didn't even know Tate was a fighter like that. I'll be honest with you.
Jake Paul, you're getting packed.
Former kickboxing
champion. You're getting packed up by Andrew Tate, Jake Paul. You're going down, bro.
I didn't even Bugatti.
The streak is done.
I just when I first saw that, I was like, these two message each other and they're like, hey, let's make a crazy.
That's $1 billion fight.
That's
bro.
$1 billion.
That's $1 billion fight. Like, everybody wants to see that. I even want to see that. See that one? I'll watch that one.
And they're like, you know what? Let's just do it. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I will watch them fight. Don't blame them. Make your money. I want to see everybody win. Straight up.
I hear that.
It's crazy that Tate, like, he got canceled, but he's still pretty relevant. Like, I see him on like Instagram and in YouTube, like people posting clips of him and stuff. Maybe not because like they suggested to me. Like, yo, this guy, he's like this.
Well, it's because cancel culture is only as powerful as the people that push it, right? So as soon as there's a next wave of whatever controversy, whatever was canceled prior to that controversy is now relevant.
Yeah, now it was after that was Kanye.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like people didn't care about Tate.
People, like we were talking about it earlier off camera, like people's attention span is short. 1 week is Kanye saying some crazy shit, Kanye's canceled. Next week, Adidas is canceled. Oh shit, next week Tate says something crazy, he's canceled. Oh shit, wait, hold on, this comedian says something, oh, that's canceled. It's like we just move on from one person to the next. So don't worry if you're canceled out there.
Yeah, exactly. In a few weeks, that's how the world works. They just forget about it.
Just forget about it. Oh man, I don't really want to touch on it too much, but you know, Takeoff, you know.
R.I.P. man.
R.I.P. Yeah, I forgot about that because I feel like so much has happened since then, but that was just like last week, bro.
Man. It's only been a week?
It's been a week. It's maybe a week. What is it? What's today?
I think, it happened on like a Sunday.
About a week.
Yeah, I think it happened. Whoa.
Already?
Kyrie, Kanye, boom. Wow, so, that's crazy. I wonder who's up next.
We live in a world where everything's moving so fast and all this information is so close to us that we can't even keep up with what we actually care about.
At the end, exactly. I was just going to touch on that. At the end of the day, that's why you just want to focus on. You don't want to be caught up with all this BS. Time's going on. You know what I mean? We have shit to do.
You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like you guys could? Because sometimes do you ever have those moments where you're like mindlessly scrolling social media? You're like, man, I wish like I didn't have any social media. Like, do you think you could live a life? Like, I feel like it's so connected to business and stuff that we need it.
Only reason why I have social media, bro. It's such a distraction, you know what I mean? It's taking away from
real life,
important things in life, you know what I mean?
Like, I feel like just not being a part of
one day I was just on Instagram, like, bro, I catch myself scrolling for half an hour. I'm like, whoa, you know what am I doing?
You don't even.
I could have taught myself. I could have learned something, and I could learn something new today. You know, something valuable to my life. I could have spent some time with my girlfriend, my family. You know what I mean? Like time's going. People are getting older. You know, like our family are not. People are not here forever. Life's temporary. You know what I'm saying?
It's an interesting topic because I was watching this conversation with Jordan Peterson the other day, and we were talking about social media. And basically, the landscape of social media and real life aren't even they're not connected. Like they're not real. Like they're two different things.
They're not even similar.
They're not even similar. Almost, right? It's like like some people have like a social influence persona, and then they have like a real life. Like it's not even connected. The people who find the beauty in both is the people that can mesh the two, and no longer your social media is like your social media and your real life. It's just like, no, this is just the intermingling of two things. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you can't even decipher. So for myself personally, I have hours of the day where I don't even touch my phone.
I like that.
That's smart.
That's
right. Where I don't even or in the morning, I don't even put my shit on. I won't interact with anybody else.
I like that. I really like that because a lot of us are programmed, bro. Like we don't even take it in. We do the same thing every single day. We go on social media. When we brush our teeth, we use the same hand. You have the same passcodes for everything. Your bank, your emails. Like when you think about your program, bro.
You know what's interesting? Actually, they say if you ever want to make a big change in life, brush your teeth with the opposite hand. It activates a different portion of your
you know, like
brain.
They say if you learn a new sport every year, it prevents like Alzheimer's and other mental debilitating
and that's why it's important. And that's why it's important for people to understand that your mental health and your physical health
is everything.
Is everything.
Happiness is everything.
Because we're in a world now, like we're talking about, it's like everything is so easily forgotten. Death is so easily forgotten. Like we just lost a real one. Like
shout out Takeoff,
that's
man.
Migos. Like Migos. That's like
the most
our Beatles almost.
It's like our Beatles.
The most
like,
lyrical. The most lyrical in the group.
The man's just gone.
He's a lyricist, bro.
And now it's like
we move on.
We forgot. It's like, you know what I mean? So it's a crude reality, but that's why I say, you know, you have to be able to step away for a second and be like, listen, when you're at the gym, don't even touch your phone. Don't even put yourself on there. Just do shit.
When you're out with your family, like literally just put the phone away, man. Spend time with your loved ones, man. You never know. Like tomorrow's not promised, man. You know, like everything in life is just balance, man.
So y'all remember that watching this podcast.
That's a good way to kind of end it off because we're at a good time. It's like 21 minutes, 22 minutes.
Perfect.
Make sure you guys subscribe, you know what I'm saying?
Share the video, all of that.
I'm glad.
Subscribe, comment. Definitely appreciate it. Also, drop in the comment section topics that you might want to hear us talk about, you know, in future videos. We definitely want to hear back from you guys. Also, we're gonna have, you know, a few people on the show eventually as well too.
If you're interested in being in the show, shoot us a message, man. We'll be down.
Yeah, we gonna talk about some controversial.
No matter what it is, whether it's business, fitness, boxing, we talk it all here.
Y'all ready to come correct? Ronnie ready to run this.
I'm looking for a Toronto influencer to call out for a fight. You know,
make sure you guys keep up. This smells hot.
I weigh 195 right now, but I can go up or down.
Drop it down to 175. Let's get it.
175. You know what I'm saying?
We need people that want to smoke.
JabNSlip promotions. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Jake Paul, whenever you want to smoke, holla at me.
Oh shit. We call this out now. I like it.
All right. Take care, y'all.
Oh, we.